Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are 20 years married. Our anniversary was yesterday, and we ran out and got us some French fries like we always have. It's kind of a tradition.
Yep.
Tina and I, well, we don't want to spoil anything. So, guys, what we're going to do today. We're going to play 20 questions for 20 years. Tina and I have been married 20 years, and we'll play 20 questions. These are questions we get all the time on the page, and we filled them in with a couple others y'all might want to know anyway. So, what do you think? Tina hasn't had a real good chance to look at the questions yet, so guys, we'll start down through them, and we'll just see where we end up. We're going to try to do this all in one take with no editing, so you guys are just going to get the raw deal. So, all right, first question. How did you guys meet? What do you think? What if we told you that we met online?
Yeah, for real.
For real. And we've been together longer than 20 years, but we got together via the computer before internet dating was even cool. So we met in an AOL chat room back when AOL was still in black and white and you had to type in Braille. So
yeah.
but we met in an AOL chat room actually, so that's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, question number 2. How many kids do you guys have? Let's see. How many can we sell? But, guys, we have 4 kids. Tina and I each brought 2 kids to the marriage. And from there, we have a plethora of grandkids. In fact, we just had one born. Mila was born not too long ago. And we got another one, Ronan, right?
Due in October.
Due in October. So. And let's see, another one, Adeline. Adeline is the little boop girl at the end of all of our videos. So, guys, we've got grandkids running around everywhere. No idea how many to count, too many fingers. So, but we have 4 children. Each of us brought 2 to the marriage. And they have went on to create children of their own to drive them crazy.
Yeah.
So. All right, question number 3. Tina, what did you do in the military?
Me? I was a biomedical equipment tech. What did you do?
What did I do? Well, I think everybody knows. I was a combat corpsman with the Navy and stationed with the Marine Corps. So cross-trained over to the Marines and spent some time with them. Really enjoyed that. And then they sent me back to the Navy. Didn't enjoy that. So, but let's see. How do you homestead with disabilities?
Yeah.
Very.
You do what you can when you can, and on the days that you can't, you don't.
That's about it, exactly. Guys, we learned a long time ago, and we see a lot of homesteaders do this, and it is a problem we try to warn people about. Is you cannot do everything together at the same time.
No.
Guys, you'll see us. We follow a kind of a division of labor. We learned a long time ago that you use the right tool for the job. And a lot of times you'll see Tina out there in the heat and she'll be planting or stuff like that. That doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything. It just means that I'm doing what I can behind the scenes. And that may mean running a tractor or just cleaning up, moving heavy stuff. Just the things that it takes to keep the homestead moving forward.
And building stuff.
But guys, you'll see us split up and do things. There's times when I'll disappear. There's times when Tina will disappear. And you won't always see us doing things together. And I can tell you, when your homestead reaches a certain level, you guys are not going to be able to do everything together. You have to split up and do your own things, do the things that you're good at, or the things that you're capable of that day. So
yeah,
exactly. You won't see me running around. I'm sitting about 6 feet away from an oxygen generator. I'm on supplemental oxygen a lot of the time. But a lot of the time I can get out and do things. So there's days where Tina's medications don't like her out in the sunshine.
No.
And you won't see her out there. But if you see us come and go and disappear, just know that homesteading with disabilities isn't always the easiest thing. But you can get it done. You just do what you can when you can. But let's see. Question number 5. How long have you been homesteading? Oh God, hate to admit to that one. We got together in, 96?
Yeah.
So, long time. but it's been a good adventure.
Yeah.
A couple of decades anyway.
But, more than.
we've had a lot of practice. When you guys see us do things like gardening, we go out there and we grow a lot of plants. You guys have no idea how many plants we've killed, how many gardens we've ruined, how many crops that went bad that got tilled under. Guys, it took a long time and a lot of practice, and we still don't get it all right. So.
We even had one destroyed by the neighbor's lawnmower once.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was actually a bumblebee thing. Our poor neighbor over in North Carolina was allergic to bees, and his riding lawnmower, like a lot of people, he had disconnected the kill switch on it. And
we've never done that.
No, but guys, he was mowing behind his shed, and a bunch of bees came out from behind his shed, and thankfully he was able to get off the mower in time. But that did not stop the mower from going right through the middle of our garden, and blades running, mowed off a bunch of cherry tomato plants, and just a big, about a 5-foot stripe right through the center of our garden.
Yeah.
But in truth, the cherry tomato plants came back stronger than they ever were. That was one of the best sets of tomato plants we ever had, and a lot of things just got pushed over, and because they were bent over, the blades couldn't really reach them, so they just scalded them up one side. So the extra trimming and stuff just made them thicker, and
a lot.
we ended up benefiting from it. So where are we at on our list here? Let's see. Why did we start homesteading? Well, because we were broke. That's the easy question of it. Guys, when I got out of the military, it took me 13 years to fight the VA and get my disability. And Tina got hers when she got out, but guys, we didn't have a whole lot of money to be raising 4 kids on. So we started a little garden, and Tina was familiar with canning. She did a lot of water bath canning.
Yep.
And later we would move up into pressure canning. So
it took a little while, but we did.
Somebody was afraid of the pressure canner.
Okay, the lady who taught me how to can wore a scar on her face from a pressure canner who exploded. So it took me a little while to get comfortable with that.
Oh.
So, yeah.
But, all right, where are we at now? Where did you start homesteading? Guys, we started homesteading in North Carolina. But Tina came out, and I was living in North Carolina, and that's where we began our adventure. Mm-hmm. We got kind of lived right in the middle of the state a little bit, kind of.
Yeah, but close enough we could go fishing at the piers on the ocean too.
Yep, so. We used to tell people we lived an hour from the ocean and an hour from the mountains, so
yep.
couldn't lose either way. But we started in North Carolina, right along the Cape Fear River, so we could follow the river either way, to the mountains or the ocean.
Yep.
Let's see, where do we start? Where are we currently located? Okay.
Tennessee.
We are in Tennessee, and we are in eastern Tennessee. If you want to get even closer, we are in Greene County. So it's one of the oldest counties in Tennessee. And if you know the story, part of Tennessee tried to break away at one point. And guys, that's where we live. We're in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. Mm-hmm. We live, as you know, the mountains, the foothills kind of ripple down the side of the mountain from the crest, and we live between 2 ripples. And this creek that runs through our backyard is the valley creek of the 2 ripples. So,
well, the part that runs through our property is Frog Creek.
Frog Creek.
Yeah, but the rest of it from the fence going either direction is actually
Plum Creek.
Plum Creek, I think. Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. How did you end up in Tennessee? Well, guys, that's a kind of personal story, but we've made the video to kind of share some of it. About 10 years ago, my father had some heart trouble, and I had been living away from home for, well, pretty much since I left for the military. I never really went back to where I grew up, and in the meantime, my parents had moved to Tennessee, and I thought it was time for I'm the oldest son, and I thought it was just time to be closer to my parents. So we had raised our kids in North Carolina, and we only had one still living at home, and she was an adult, and she ended up moving on shortly after we got here to Tennessee. But guys, we had pretty much done everything we were going to do in North Carolina, and thought maybe we could be of use here. So we came here, made the best of it we could, and we're still enjoying it. So
yeah.
Where are we at now here? How big is the homestead?
7¼ acres total.
7¼ acres total. But if you have a homestead and you're wondering how much room it takes to homestead, about 90% of what you see is done on the front 2 acres of our homestead. We have 2 acres on this side of the creek and about 5¼ on the back side of the creek.
Yep.
And we've got some big projects that go on back there. If you check some of our earlier videos, we grow some different things. There's some bamboo back there and some, we're trying to naturalize that part of the lawn and to just kind of make it a place for us to wander and enjoy as we get older.
Yeah, there's a lot of fruit trees and stuff back there.
Yeah, but maybe one day we'll get back there and show you guys a little bit of that. But it's been, we kind of let it go the last couple of years and just let the things that we had planted grow. And need to get back there. We'll get it cleaned up one of these days and get you back there and show you what's going on. But we got some beautiful bamboo back there. Some's 40, 50, 60 feet tall, but big around as your arm. So there's some adventures to be had back there. We'll get you guys back there one of these days and we'll take a look. Where are we at on our list now? Why the name Bumblebee Junction? Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to ask her. But
Me?
No, guys, when we were homesteading in North Carolina, we didn't really have a name for the homestead. But when we got here, we noticed that there was an abundance of bees. And it was pretty much the same time that it started to come out that the native bees were struggling really hard. People were losing hives and just wasn't a very good scene. So because we garden and stuff, we need the pollinators. And we created some pesticide-free flower zones for the bees. And they really liked it, and now we have even more bees. But we do not keep bees in hives. We do it pretty much to support the native population. But that's one of the things, you know, we can have our gardens and we can feed us, but we need to take care of them too, or we're not going to have anything. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Where are we at now?
How did you start on YouTube?
Start on YouTube. Well, we started like everybody else. We started watching YouTube.
Yes.
But got a couple of people who've been a big influence on us over getting started. Call out a couple of names real quick. David Pierce was a good friend of mine. I enjoyed being an old Boy Scout. I started out watching a lot of his videos. He does bushcrafting and outdoor stuff. And then started looking around the homesteading, realized there were people out there that did the same kind of things we did. And one of the first people we ran into was Dutch from Keeping It Dutch. And Dutch and I have been friends for a long time, longer than a lot of people know. But we started out, I remember when Dutch had very, very few followers and we had even less. But
well, we were still making picture videos back then too.
Yep, we were making picture videos. And
Yeah.
guys, Dutch was the first one to really encourage us to get on camera. We stopped making the slideshow videos, if you've seen some of our older videos. And Dutch, you know, I'd gone to him and said, hey, you know, I see your channel's growing and ours is kind of lagging behind. And Dutch said, well, you got one choice, and you can get online and you can show your face, or you can continue to struggle. So he put it pretty bluntly, and along with some encouragement from Dave Pierce from the other side, as we got on camera, and we're still here. So can't really complain about that. But we got our start on YouTube through peer pressure. But,
Yeah.
But all right, where are we at now?
Why do you garden?
Why do we garden? Well, we could say we garden to save money, but I think a lot of you would know with the soil additives and stuff that we do that our gardening is we do save money, but you can push it too far and actually get to the break-even point. I don't think we've ever lost money on a garden.
No.
But that's not really the reason we do it. We don't do it to save money. We do it because Tina wants to know who sneezed on her food. But,
Yeah, the last person to sneeze on my food was me.
But guys, the real reason we do it is we want to know where our food came from and how it was processed, how it was grown. And we're not completely organic, so even if we have to go out and spray the vegetables for insects and stuff, then we want to know what was sprayed on them and when.
Well,
No.
that way you know better how to wash it and prepare it.
Right. Right. But guys, that's pretty much the reason we like to know where it came from and who sneezed on it. So.
Because it was probably me.
All right, where are we at now? Why do we grow so much food? Why do we grow so much food?
To keep me busy.
To keep Tina busy, that's right. Otherwise, she would just spend all day asking me questions. She's had to be put on a quota even.
Yeah,
Yes.
he only lets me ask 400 questions a day. Yeah, you
Yep.
can't do that.
Yeah, sometimes that's just not enough. She goes over limit, so.
Yeah.
But she uses up her questions pretty early in the day, and then we keep her busy out in the garden the rest of the afternoon. So, but guys, guys, to tell you the truth, we don't grow as much food as you'd think. And there's a lot of channels out there and people that'll tell you, oh, we grow all our own food and we do this and that. But guys, what you see us grow is what it really takes to make it for a year. In a year, 2 people want to do math?
You do math. You do math. You do math.
Guys, in a year, 2 people eating 3 meals a day eat 2,190 meals in a year. And if you want 3 things on your plate, that's better than 6,000 servings of food. So if you see us put up 30 cans of vegetable soup, that's a drop in the bucket. If you see us put up 100 quarts of beans, that's a drop in the bucket of what's needed. If you see us pick an entire table full of squash of 2,190 meals,
Right there, a
Yeah.
whole table.
we're sitting next to a bunch. But guys, what you may think of as a lot of food really doesn't go as far as you would think. And we won't claim to grow all of our own food. We try to grow as much of it as we can. Some things, if we have excess, we're able to barter those, or we've got family nearby. Like I said, we moved to be closer to my parents. We can always share with them. And we have a local church up the road that has a wonderful benevolence program that we can share our blessings anonymously through them. So it's a great way for us to get out there and share a little bit of what we've been given. But
He almost swallowed a bug.
I got a bug working on me. Well, where are we at now?
What animals do you guys have currently?
Oh no.
See, I have 3 chicken coops. I have a coop of chuckers. I have ducks and quails, a couple of guineas, a dog, and 3 house cats.
And 3 house cats.
Yeah, that are sitting right there trying to...
They may come up and visit us before the video's over. I've not known them to stay off the kitchen table long. So.
No.
But yeah, we've got 3 different breeds of chickens. We raise some chuckers, raise some quail, raise some ducks. Got lots of things running around here. Got an old dog running around. We'll talk about him in a minute. But I got an old dog running around there. But where are we at now on our list here? We got to get through these questions before we're married for 21 years.
Why don't you eat your chickens? Because they're pets. They're pets. When we first moved here, I told Marcus, and we got plenty of rooms to have chickens, and he didn't want chickens, which is why I ended up with ducks. But eventually he gave in, and we got chickens, and they're just pets.
But guys, why don't we eat the chickens? Well, another part of that answer is they are a source of income here on the homestead. We like to think of them as pets, but we raise rare breed chickens, and we've got some blue lace red Wyandottes. We've got some Ayam Samanis, and we have a buff laced Brahma, which is a very, very rare color combination. So selling the hatching eggs from those is another source of income on the homestead. I won't say it pays our bills, but it helps pay their bills.
Yeah.
Helps pay for their feed and stuff. So, guys, that's part of why we don't eat them. The other reason is I don't like to clean birds. Let's just be honest about it. Not a big bird cleaning person. So, clean a rabbit, clean a deer, clean a hog, don't matter. Not a real fan of cleaning birds. So, what do we got next here?
Are your other animals just pets?
Are your other animals just pets? I assume that's your chuckers and your quail and.
Now, chuckers and quail are delicious creatures, and well, we do have plans to raise those flocks to be a bit bigger so that we can in the future. But this is only the 2nd generation of chuckers that we have, so we're still building that flock up.
Right. And part of building the flock up too is we'll probably eat some. I don't see Tina going too long without eating them. I do know they're delicious, so
Yeah.
we'll have to break tradition and eat some of them, as long as we're not eating the chickens or the ducks, I guess. But but
Especially not the ducks.
another reason is we might possibly in the future add selling the hatching eggs from the chuckers and the quails as part of our homestead. So first thing we got to do is get the flocks built up. That takes time, and we've got a wonderful incubator. And Tina likes taking care of baby birds, so shouldn't be too long. We're gonna have to make some decisions on them, but they are also a potential source of income for the homestead.
Yeah.
So, what do we got now?
Why don't you show or talk about your dog?
Why don't we talk about the dog? I know a lot of people have heard him in the background, and he likes to bark and whine when strangers show up and stuff.
Because he's a guard dog.
Right, he is a guard dog. Guys, he is 87.5% Eastern Timber Wolf. He is no joke. He would dwarf a lot of German Shepherds, and he is very capable, let's see, of killing multiple coyotes at one time and protecting the household. We don't really want anybody. He knows his commands in English, in other languages, and sign language, and we don't want anybody getting too familiar with him. We don't mention his name. We don't mention, what language he's actually trained in, and we just don't. We don't really want anybody to get familiar with him. We live out here in the country.
Yep.
He has a purpose like most animals. He is a family dog that's friendly with us, but he is not a smushy, mushy, happy, friendly dog that lap dog.
Yeah, no, he's not a lap dog.
He has a job. He's good at it. He's very happy doing what he does, and he likes barking at people and chewing his way through chain link fences. So not a problem for him. He's been able to do that since he was about 6 months old. So guys, just know that it's partially for our safety, and it's actually partially for other people's safety. If they come and he's new to them and he scares them off, that's actually for their own good. So guys, just know we love him. He's a great dog. We've had him about 11 years?
Yeah.
11 years. He's getting a little bit older. They actually only expected him to live to be 10 or 11 years old, and he's still got a few years left in him, it looks like. But we just don't share him on camera. So guys, probably an odd picture of him around somewhere on the site, but he's just ours, and we like to keep him that way. So what else we got on the list?
How do you decide who does what?
How do we decide who does what?
Whoever's better at it.
Whoever's better at it, whoever has free time, whoever is feeling well that day, or...
Exactly.
Guys, the one thing is like I said, we learned a long time ago, we can't do everything together. If we did, we'd never get anything done. So, you have too many projects that just do not require two people, and when you see Tina out, the other thing, like when she's planting or stuff, and you see her out, she actually enjoys that. Don't think you're watching some torture video where Tina's into forced labor or something like that.
Oh no.
First thing is she probably enjoys it. Second thing is I'm probably doing something else somewhere else. So, guys, it just what you see on camera is a snip out of our day and a snip out of our life. And just believe me, if I didn't pull my weight around here, Tina probably would quit feeding me. So that, or she'd slap a fresh coat of paint on me if I held still too long.
Yeah,
so,
it might paint him.
So, but guys, it's been a little bit of a rough year. I was in the hospital earlier this year, and then I had a little attack of angina here not too long ago, and been kind of a little bit of a road to recovery. So Tina's been picking up a lot of slack. She's been working really hard.
Well, it doesn't matter who does it. It's still, everything's got to get done.
Right. It's got to get done. And we can always cut back and do the bare minimum of it when we need to. But guys, just know that we don't keep Tina locked in a box or on a whips and chains and forced labor camping. And guys, it's just a snip out of our day. You see her doing something that she enjoys. You might be missing something, me doing something I don't enjoy. So hard telling.
Yeah, that, and I'm a busybody.
So
I gotta keep moving anyways.
yeah, she has to keep moving. So guys, it helps too as part of her disability. We're not going to get too far into them, but it does help that Tina remains active. So, guys, just know nobody is doing anything they don't want to do, and we really enjoy what we do. So, all right, let's get on to the very last question. We're at number 20, guys. So, what is it?
What is the deal with the pink tractor?
The pink tractor. Guys, Tina has had a pink mower since, I don't know, Moses. Yeah, we're that old. But
This is actually my second pink mower.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Guys, we did it for fun. She was, I knew it would really surprise her to get a new mower. She's needed one for the utility thing. I think you guys saw that in the video. But I just wanted to go that extra mile, do that little bit extra, and paint it pink for her. And I think that was one of the most surprising things that happened was she has yet to come to grips with the idea that we painted a brand new mower.
Yeah, but it's so pretty.
When else to paint it than when it's brand new, before it gets messed up?
Anytime.
That
Actually,
way it's still beautiful under the paint.
yeah. I have the big orange Husqvarna out there that could use a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah, I hear you. She's a guys. She no sooner did we paint one of them than she wants her other one painted too. But I think I'm going to paint the tractor. What do you guys think? I'll just go on and paint the tractor.
I'll paint it.
What color should we paint the tractor? I'll tell you what. You guys leave that in the comments. See, maybe we'll paint the tractor. I don't know.
I'll paint it.
What color should Tina's other mower be? But
I haven't decided on that yet. But we did have about 6 weeks this year where we didn't have a working mower. So just
yeah.
grateful, absolutely grateful to have working mowers again.
Oh. All right, guys. Well, that's our 20 questions. We're probably going to need to wrap this thing up. I don't know how much film this camera has in it, but did you put film in it?
No.
Did you change the batteries?
No.
Can they still see us?
I don't know.
Are you guys still out there?
What if they didn't see anything at all?
Oh no. Guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you for spending your time with us. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys supporting the channel. We hope it's another wonderful 20 years. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know why you're not subscribed. Go on and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That'll tell you whenever Tina and I are doing some other goofy thing.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I don't know. What do you want to say to them, T?
Don't forget, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.